in another day in the league. And this is the first time on the new patch that we go back into Division 1. And who do we have here? On the left side, in blue, we have Mr. Shaun. And on the right side, in red, we once again have JKW. And this is a really important match, because whoever loses here might go down to Division 2 next season, and whoever wins here might go up into the playoffs. And if it's a tie, they both stay in the league, but also both of them don't go to the playoffs. So it's a really important match for both of these players, because it's everything between you still can become a champion, you stay safe in the league, or you get demoted to Division 2. All is still possible for these guys, and it's their last game. So I expect a lot of effort. And with the new patch, this becomes also really interesting. With the new recon, with the new buff to MGs and LMGs, and also vehicle MGs, it should be a really interesting game. So JKW stays with his normal standard first pick, 116th in game number 1. On the left side, Shaun with 20th, a division we also saw him a couple of times on already, and both playing balanced, which is also rather standard for them. And yeah, we all know Shaun as the guy who won division season 1, whilst balanced was not that strong, and everyone else was not playing balanced, and he still managed to get away with it. And now here we are in a meta where balanced is played much more, and still he's not on the top of his division. Mostly though because he didn't practice as much as he did in the first season of League. But let's see if he can get back in there. If he can make it to the playoffs, still everything is possible for him. But for that, obviously, he has to win here. So let's see how it goes. MG42s moving forward. Panzerschrecks moving forward. Yes, that's stupid. Moving forward. Here we go. Panzerschrecks over here moving forward. MG42s coming in again. As there's sadly no hotkey to swap to their vision, and I would have to show you guys the length of the game to give it to you, I will not switch around players' visions. We have to get used to how far units can see, I guess, and just get a bit of work with a bit of guessing work. There, Quebec. MG42s and IGs. The classic start here for JKW. And security is coming up as well. The classic Möbelwagen. Followed up. Some 234/1s coming around as well. And an MG42 up in the north. Other MG42 already pinning down the Ersatztruppen on a way to killing them. But there's a Panzer T-34 and another one behind it to hold the front line. 12-12 so far. IG-18s versus IG-18 fire over here, which should obviously go to the two IGs on JKV's side, especially as MG42 versus MG42 fight is also rather interesting. A lot of fire going on here. Aufklärers in the church for Shaun. Help getting him vision. Same with the Aufklärers over here. Would be really helpful. IS-2 on the march. 105mm observer. JKW coming in here with the off map. And a commandant on the side of Shaun already. That's early, especially when you already pushed a bit over here to the edge. This is really rather early commander, but now all the Exostruppen are level 3 veterancy. Panzer 4 is now as well. So it might pay off, but the question is, can he hold on here with the off map coming in? Because if he loses it, the commander might have been a misinvestment. More Ersatztruppen coming in. Or just Stalin engaging the Ersatztruppen. Pak 40 and IG-18 come in to solidify the north for JKW, who is up to 1311 now as he grabs the flag over here. So obviously a 1311 doesn't mean too much, but he has a couple of Panzer 3Ls, he has a couple of B-Wagons here, all ready to do the business. Panzer Shrek coming in. But Stalin moving forward. The Pak 40, 75mm coming in. Mobile wagon number 2 coming in. JKW really liking his double mobile wagon start. Off map. Could hit, could not hit. We will have to see. Because everything is just on the edge of the off map. So if it all hits in the center, it doesn't do too much damage. But could hit on the edge here and kill off the Pioneer Führer, for example. And the 3Ls moving forward. No tanks on the way for Shaun yet. Flak 41 in the open though. Coming in there. Might want to try to calm up with a way of pushing with Flak 41. Wagon MG as that's Truppen all moving forward. Grabbing the flag over here. Back to a 12-12 for this. As the half track over here for JKW grabs this flag. So it's really a rather close match so far. Off map, yeah, didn't do too much, but allowed him to push through a bit further. And here, Führer pinned down. Those Truppen nearly pinned down. G42 now getting engaged. But in the south, the units of Shaun, I guess, are winning, but the IG's helping out, and the 234/1's also now coming over. And the 3L moving forward. Like 40 over here helping out. Question is, can Shaun maybe push through in the north? Or the Stalin engaging the Ersatztruppen once more? The 34 is coming in. Ooh. These half tracks have to be careful with the Panzer IV. Yeah, that might be a mistake, a bit too early. He doesn't follow it up with the Panzer IIIs at the same time. Those Panzer IIIs are still engaging the MGs and so on. So yeah, both of his half tracks died there. A bit of a mistiming there from JKW. Good idea, bad execution. More 234/1's coming in. He doesn't have anything else but these Ersatztruppen down here. So if the A die, he might lose the flag back here. So I guess maybe the MG42 covers it for now. But he really doesn't have anything left in this town. Panzer 3L now engaging onto the Panzer IV F1. Getting with penetration, but not getting killed quite yet. Gets killed off now. The 4 over here coming in. Panzer 4 down here. Gets critted, but doesn't go down yet. And MV109 hunts down the J87D3 over here. AG18 goes down. But Stalin continues moving forward. That's moving in over here. But Stalin nearly out of HE shells. Last HE shell is getting fired now. So now it can't attack the Pak 40. That's Truppen down here go down. So yes, the front line moves forward. It's a rather close match so far. It's a rather close match. Pak 40 sitting over here. Panzer Grenadier sitting around. ME109 G2R1 coming in onto the IG. Getting forced back though by the mobile wagons. And the mobile wagons actually do a good amount of damage here onto the ME109. But I'm not able to kill it. And yeah, here, he should have brought in his J87 down here. Not up here. Because here he has it covered with AA. And also this is the territory where I guess he wins the game. In the north, it will be hard for JKW as long as the Beute Stalin is alive. As soon as he can kill the Beute Stalin, he is in a much better spot. The question is, can he do that anytime soon? Panzer 3L gets engaged, gets forced back. Panzer Shrek over here still alive. Another Pak 40 coming up. T-34s are good in dealing with Panzer 3Ls. Mostly. More Panzer Grenadiers coming up here for the south or JKW. Let's stop him getting killed by 234/1s. And the Panzer IV F1 over here starts to engage onto 234/1 down here. Firing AP shells. Which ain't too deadly. Only 55mm of penetration, so they don't even have that much of a chance of penetrating on this range. But they're still... like, you still have to be careful about it. You can't just run into them with the spare wagons. More T-34s coming in for Shaun. 0 infantry down in the south right now. Really... 0, like we have 1 Ersatztruppen and then 1 Stoßtruppen down here. That's it with infantry for Shaun for now. Panzer 3L over here, engaging onto the Panzer 4F1, getting the kill. Now engaging onto the next one. Should take that engagement. Absolutely should take that engagement. Oh no, more T-34s coming around. Okay, that's not the engagement it wants. So it's disengaging now. Might make it back home. No, T-34 from over here gets the side shot, gets the kill. Pak 40 sitting everywhere. IG-18 versus Pak 40, not the engagement JKW wants, obviously. Panzer 4, Jagdpanzer 4 coming around. And really, the Boy to Stalin is the issue in the north for JKW, but he's starting to win the south. Up to a 13-11 right now. Panzer T-34 42 over here gets hit. Gets hit really well. Okay. So, T-34 gets forced back. And Panzer 4 F1 continues moving forward. 13-11 here for JKW. If he wins that, he's for sure not getting demoted. Like, then he... If any one of these guys gets 1 point, they have more points than Robert, so they for sure don't get demoted. If they win, they have as many points as... Karma, so they would have to play a best of 1 against Karma about who gets the playoff spot. And whoever loses would have to play a best of 1 against Robert if for who gets demoted for next season. So Robert has to hope that somebody is winning here so that he still has a chance of staying in the league. If both sides, if they tie, then Karma moves on and both of these guys stay in Division 1 for next season, but don't have any chances of moving on to the playoffs. Pak 40 over here. Engaging onto the Panzer Grenadiers. Killing off the Panzer Grenadiers. And with that also losing their chances of getting any prize pool money. So only the top 6 get prize pool money. Top 6 are the guys who got into the playoffs. JKW coming in with the off map. Panzer 4 is moving in over here. JKW still up to 13-11. Off map looks solid. Maybe the Panzer 4s can abuse that and come around for some kills. Pak 40 obviously has to be careful. Still talking against the Grenadiers up here. Panzer 3L now helping out. And more Martyrs and more T-34s coming up. More Aufklärers coming up as well. And the off-map comes in. But the Panzer 4s are not in position yet. They're on the way, but they're not in position yet, so... off-map has to go on for a while. Gets a couple of good pins. Panzer 4s continue to move forward, I think. Yeah. But they're a bit too slow. Off-map not perfectly timed. Like, good idea. Not that great of an execution, though. Panzer Strikers get the kill on the Z-Strippen of Shaun. So this should collapse in a second again. Yeah, you can see the wave coming back here. But the Panzer Strikers now... oh no, the MG42 over here gets engaged now. So JKW has to be careful about it in the north. But Stalin, Flak 41 and 3 IG-18s. Really solid push there for Shaun. It's interesting, like that he uses his soft target units in the open and his tanks in the south. It's a really interesting play from Shaun, but so far it's working out okay. He's down the guy up to a 13-11 as he gets the flag again with the Z-Strip moving forward. Panzer Grenadiers, though, coming in for JKW, trying to get it back. Panzer Force doing okay so far in this engagement, but not great. And yeah, the Martyrs are retaliating. Next off-map call for JKW. If Panzer 4 goes down up here. Their 4 goes down as well. Panzer 4 now engaging MG42. But these tanks engaging onto the Panzer tracks. Jagdpanzer now around though. And then one is a dangerous one. Engaging onto the Martyr. Panther A around as well. Panther G is what he would need to deal with the Boy Stallions, and most likely 2 of them. Maybe combined with an off-map or so to deal with the other units around it. And then, like, pin it down, or with some airstrikes. But for the airstrikes, he first needs to deal with Flak 41. So, yeah, that's rather difficult. Next, Flak 41 coming in for Shaun over here. F-Panzer got to kill him with 1 tank. 1 Marder and 1 T-34 still driving backwards. Another Flak 41 over here for Shaun as well. Panther A is around. 2 IG-8, 4 IG-8, 6 IG-18s coming out for JKW, his B-face card. Coming in. ME-109 G2R1's coming in. Trying to strike the Panzer Grenadiers in the north. Trying to allow Shaun to move in here with that stripman, and it looks like that should work out. Could give him the flag in the north. Flak 41 is dangerous, but also gets low now in hit points. Flak 41 goes down, so even if he loses the Speerwagen here, which he most likely will do, it was still worth it by JKW to do that move, to go for that kill. The off-map unit is not that important anymore, so it's good that he uses it to grab this flag over here. And now Flak 41 gets engaged by IG-18. Another good move here from JKW, abusing the fact that Shaun moved the Flak 41 too far forward in front of his IG-18s. So, yeah, Flak 41 always loses against an IG-18, even though it has more hit points, but IG-18 has a better rate of fire and more HE damage per shot. So that should be the killing blow here. Yes, Flak 41 goes down, and now he can use planes again. As well as using his IG-18s up here to deal with the Ersatztruppen of Shaun. Keeping one of his Panzer Grenadiers even alive is really helpful. And grabbing the flag back, bringing it back to Drop. Jagdpanzer coming around the corner though, that's a mistake. That's too early. That's not what you want to do here right now. Don't have the Boy Stallion pinned at all. And yeah, there goes the Jagdpanzer. That was a bad move from JKW. And a Pack 43 now around down here for Shaun, which also gets engaged by Panzer Grenadiers. I think. I would believe. Yeah. Or are they engaging the... No, I think they're engaging... Yeah, they're engaging the Pack 43. Panther's still alive, but Jagdpanzer died up here. And the half-trackers died over here, and all the Panzer IVs went down as well. So, few tanks in the south for JKW, as we are still in B phase. So we're getting closer to C phase, where both sides will get more points. But for now, they might even run out of cards in for A and B phase to use. Möbelwagen sitting around over here. Losing the Jagdpanzer was really bad for JKW. Who's now engaging the Boy Stallion with IG-18s. Also not the perfect strategy. MG-42s coming around for Shaun, together with the Pack 43. It's a classic Shaun game. Like, giving up territory where he loses, but always trading solid there as well. And then doing a push where the enemy has real struggle of dealing with his balanced income. SK-18s coming around, Möbelwagen coming around. And here comes an 81mm mortar. Flak 41 coming around as well. IG-18 gets IG-18 fire over here. IG-18 of JKW will win out. Yeah, will win out. This shot should get the kill. But oof, goes down to from 5 to 2 with 1 hit. Oh my god. Is it actually losing? It might actually be a tie. Is that shot getting the kill? That shot getting the kill, but there's another one flying from Shaun's one. From 1-5 to 0-0 hit points. That's a bit of RNG luck there for Shaun. ME-109, B6, R2, R6. Gets the mutual kill there onto G2, R1. Maybe 109 over here. Ooh, is in trouble. Wagen's now engaging. This one should be slower. Yep. Oh no, they're both the same speed actually. They're actually both the same speed. And the M109 G2 R1 just so survives. 12-12 continues. The mortar is important for dealing with the Pak 43. Absolutely important there. Panzer Grenadier getting hit. Panzer Grenadier over here moving forward. Let's do him getting killed off. Mortar engaging onto the Pak 43. Not really hitting though. So that's Truppen getting pushed back. And Panzer 3N now helps out the Boy to Stalin after all the IGs and all the Flak 41s and so on died off. Now it's down to medium tanks and smaller port guns to do the job. JKW going for the T-34 together with the IG-18s. The IG-18s did already a solid job in dealing damage to this, so yeah, it should go down. Or it actually goes down before the JKW hits. Could actually go for the Stalin instead. With its 500 kilogram bomb, but does some okay damage against it. Now what's it doing? Yeah, now it's going for it. That's the right thing to do here. That's the right thing to do. The AT-73 now diving. Oh no, it's going for the Panzer 3N. Oh, why not for the Stalin? 500 kilogram do some damage there. Yeah, JKW not having really a solution for the Stalin is interesting. Pak 40s coming in. The KFZ 251 /2 coming in as well. I wonder if massed Shermans, now that they have better suppression on their 50 cals, can hold off planes again like they were able in Normandy. Like when you had like 4 or 5 Shermans, planes were getting pinned down relatively quick in Normandy. I wonder if that's now the case again with their heavy MG getting buffed. That's something that would be interesting. Well, Focke-Wulfs gotten nerfed, most of them. So they ain't really the issue anymore. Yeah, they got nerfed. Tempest still didn't get nerfed, so Tempest should get nerfed as well. And both of them should... Yeah. Like, the nerfed Focke-Wulfs are pretty fine now. I do believe. Panzer 4H over here. Killing off the SK set. T-34, 42 over here gets killed. So the availability curve should not be 247 for those, but rather 246, I think. Like 7 in C is still too much per card. That's Truppen coming in. Panzer 4H engaging onto the Pak 40. Panzer 4H gets killed off. ME-109 coming in. Trying to strafe, but there's 2 AA pieces over here. So the ME-109 should go down, especially when it also flies into this one. Yeah, that one should go down. There it goes. And Shaun is starting to push. Gets the 1311 over here. Got stopped in the north, but he still has a really strong position now here with the Flak 43s and the Panzers. And there's really still no clear solution for that from JKW, who has SK-18s now out, as does Shaun though. So maybe we will see some artillery battles now. Mortar half-track, trying to kill off the Pak 40. But he's really low on tanks. JKW, that is. Got the Pak 43 in the south, but there should be more where that one came from for Shaun in the long run. And the Boy to Stalin is an absolute issue still. He didn't deal any damage really to it yet. And Shaun is back up on the hill. 1311 for Shaun. Panzer 4H. Well, yeah. I mean, Tempest should be a better Fokker Wolf. I'm fine with that. I mean, the division has nothing but planes and infantry. So I'm kind of okay with that, but they shouldn't be as good as they are. Like, Tempest being the best plane in the game is fine. Just at the moment they're a bit too strong. 37 D3 coming in over here. Yeah, that one will not go there, JKW. That's a suicide mission. 2 Flak 43s will easily kill off this one. Yeah, okay. He calls it at least off pretty early, but it still might go down. It should get home. He called it home quite early, but it will get close. Yeah, no, it actually goes down. It actually goes down. That's for everyone out there who says, oh, air spam is so OP. Airplanes are so OP. It's only some airplanes, like the Tempest, that are too strong. It's not planes overall, and it's not AA overall being too weak. Just a couple of outliers. Panther over here, already heavily damaged. Engaging with the Martyrs into T-34s. And more Panzer Grenadiers coming up. SK-18s now both firing. Second SK-18 coming in for JKW. 13-11 here for Mr. Shaun. He was trying to get back up on the hill. Panzer 4H over here, engaging the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer 4H over here, engaging the Panzer Grenadiers as well. SK-18 over here. Is it counter-batterying? No, it's trying to fire onto the mortar, I guess. Or onto the Möbelwagen? Onto the Möbelwagens. But this SK-18 over here is also not firing. It's firing onto the Stalin, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Also not counter-batterying, that's for sure. Second one comes in. And another off-map for JKW. With quite a couple more Panzer 4Hs coming in as well. Infantry-wise, Shaun for sure should have more support. Tom Ash, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the party. Thanks for the subscription. Much appreciated. You should now have a lovely, lovely lion in front of your name. Welcome, welcome. And you should be able to use our 2 lovely emotes. And with that subscription, we're close to being allowed a 3rd emote, I think. Like, I think 1 or 2 more subscription missing, and then I can get a 3rd emote up there, next to Correct and 9th Cav. MG42 over here, getting hit. JKW coming up. Like 43 sitting back. And the mortars doing a good job. SK-18's now engaging onto the Boy Stalin. Panther A coming in the north. With a good micro, he can pick off the Panzer 3Ns without the Stalin really doing anything about it. I guess that's maybe the plan. But he has to be careful with it, obviously. He has to be really careful with it. Panther A sitting around. Do these have AP shells or AP shells? Okay. ME-109 coming in. Where are the Möbelwagens? The Möbelwagens are out of position. So the ME-109 will get its bombing run through, as they are out of line of sight. Otherwise they would have easily pinned that down. They would have been here. They were a bit too far away and with shitty line of sight. Also Möbelwagen getting attacked here. Ooh, that one is going low. That one got hit by the Martyr, I guess? No, by what did it hit? Oh, I guess the Panzer IV over here hit the Möbelwagen. That's a lot of tanks here for Shaun, but the off-map from JKW is coming in. SK-18s now from him, firing onto the SK-18 of Shaun. Panzer 4H coming up. And the bomb didn't hit onto the Pak-40. Pak-40 still fully alive. More Panzer 4Hs coming up for JKW, and the off-map comes in. And the off-map is helpful in stopping the push from Shaun for now. (13-11) for Shaun, who still holds the plateau in the north. But Whilst over here, Panzer Grenadiers, DPs coming in. Panzer Grenadiers over here getting engaged. ME-109, G2 coming in. Not hitting anything though. Now the mobile wagons try to kill it off, but will not be able to do so. Shaun gets another flag in the south. 14-10 for him now, as we are at the 30-minute mark. And he hits the Panzer Grenadiers over here. Panzer Strike coming up, but a lot of infantry died lately for JKW. His Panther over here died, and yeah, he is down quite heavily in tanks. Pak 40 over here engaging onto his Panzer 4H. His artillery is his hope, I guess, but it's not doing enough just yet. Another SK-18 coming in over here. Did the other one die? Yeah, the other one died. So Shaun down one SK-18, but has another one already on the field. Panther Ace and Panzer 4H is coming around. Panther over here, now engaging onto the half track. Yeah, onto the half track. Has to be careful of the IS-2, obviously. And Shaun is setting up another push over here. Another good off map over here could kill off quite a couple of these, I would guess. Especially if he maybe also times it. But Shaun also has an off map. Okay, JKW coming in with an off map. Shaun coming in with an off map onto the mortar half track. 220 versus only 150mm off map. But obviously, both will have one more call in after this. This is JKW's second, Shaun's first, but Shaun's off map only has 2 barrages, whilst JKW's has 3. JKW doesn't realize what happens right now though, so his mortar half track stays in there. He didn't move out there yet, instead should go down then, because it already took quite a bit of damage. SK-18 now getting counter batteried by Shaun. 14-10 for Shaun continues. Off map coming in for JKW. Mortar half track is down. Mobile wagons again close to getting hit. Panther A kills off T-34 in the south. When SK-18 of JKW goes down as well. And now the SK-18 of Shaun fires onto the other SK-18 of JKW, so he has to be careful. Shaun retreats with his tanks in the north. Now moves in with his Boyd Stalin onto the Panther A. Should be able to get the kill if JKW doesn't recognize it in time. Panzer Grenadier is moving in over here. And yeah, the constant pressure over here really is what won Shaun the game. And JKW never found a real solution for the Boyd Stalin in the open. Really well played, really well defended by Shaun all the time. Like whenever the defense crumbled, he brought up more defensive units there. And yeah, JKW didn't punish him hard enough for that in the south, because Shaun's investment in the north was really heavy. And I mean, JKW was here for a while, but he didn't punish it completely. Like if he would have waited, for example, with his half tracks or with his armored cars before moving in here, when the Panzer 4Hs were still down there, and then would have punished the infantry with them harder, maybe even gotten the commander or something like that, then I guess the game could have looked different. But a couple too many micro mistakes there, a couple too many missed timing attacks from JKW, and it doesn't look good for him right now. It doesn't look good, but it's not over. He still can maybe defeat this whole situation, but he lost another SK-18. Shaun is the only guy with artillery left on the field. Okay, there's a Panzerwerfer 150mm now, but yeah, the long-range artillery is down for JKW, and that was, I think, one of his most valuable tools here lately. So losing that really hurts. The Panthers, though, are helpful, obviously. Panthers are helpful. Another Panther A coming in here for JKW. You can get them in use in like 1,500 meter plus engagements against Panzer IVs. You can do pretty well with them. Oh no, but yeah, this is a killing zone for Shaun with this Flak 41s and all the Panzer IVs. And yeah, the Panzer Hs of JKW run in there piecemeal and get absolutely slaughtered. Yeah, that was not a position where JKW was allowed to move into, and he gets heavily punished for that, losing even more valuable tanks. Because it's all about the tanks here now, I think. More Panzerwerfer 150mm coming in. They were for 41s, basically. Off map coming in over here for JKW. But it looks rather grim for him. It looks rather grim. Off map, coming in. Panther 4G getting hit. Panther A against Pack 40. Yeah, RM34, this was played on the latest patch. Panzerwerfer 150mm coming in. Panther 8 coming in over here. Pack 40 engaging onto Panther A. Ultimate ammunition coming around. Another mortar halfback, but there's really little on the front line right now for JKW compared to what Shaun has. Shaun always really good in unit preservation. Not losing too much. Uses a Panzer 4G, like, but overall Shaun always really good in unit preservation. ME109, G2, R1 coming in. Always a masterful trader when it comes to fighting. Like, it never looks overwhelming what Shaun does, but he always trades better than his opponents. And if it's only by a bit, like, in the end he comes out ahead in the trades. So if you don't kill him early enough with a push, it always gets hard for you to come back against him. Like, even the guys who win against him most of the time have a negative KD against him. 14-10 for Shaun. Because his elastic defense is absolutely something to look up to. And it worked well again in this game. And yeah, it looks like JKW is crumbling here. Looks like he's on his way out. Because he has so little on the field. Like, it's... in the early game stages this would be still a solid unit composition, but in late game stages when you compare that to the blue masses that Shaun has on the field, JKW is in a lot of trouble. And with that, he has to fear about getting demoted to Division 2 next season. And Shaun can hope again about maybe getting to the playoffs if he wins here. Panzer 4H goes down. Panzer 4H goes down. Panzer Shrek, battery first coming in. Stalin engaging Panther A, getting the kill. Yeah, that's another important kill there for Shaun. And this makes it really hard for Mr. JKW here. Panther A under attack. Panzer 4Gs on the other side getting hit. One last Panzer 4H push here with 4 of them. Bit more artillery, but he's out of infantry it looks like. And he gets hit from the air now. Yeah, he just doesn't have a solid unit composition anymore. Müllwagen's trying to do stuff, but they have to run away at the same time from Panzer 4s. And the rockets kill off the Panzer 4Hs. There's just too many planes right now up there for the Müllwagen to deal with. And well, JKW always a guy who uses focused fire, so that's good, but yeah, even then, with his AA moving, I don't think they will be able to get the kill here. Oh, they actually get the kill. Müllwagens are good after all, but yeah, that's still not enough to get anywhere close of getting back into this game. His Panzer 4 push down here gets slaughtered, his Panther is down, he's out of tanks down here, other than one Panzer 4H falling back, and there's just too many tanks, too much infantry, everything here for Shaun. This game is basically over. Shaun just has get the last couple of minutes to take down here. Getting close to 59. Müllwagens have to retreat further. ME109, G2, BR 21 coming in. Panther Ace coming in as well. Like 40s. Will not be hit. Müllwagen's doing a solid job. Like, I think if all the fighter bombers get similarly, the medium resilience fighter bombers get all similarly nerfed to the Focke Wolves that just got nerfed, I think it should be pretty fine. Maybe also the price nerf to some of them, like 5 to 15 points, on 5 to 10 points, like put on to some of them, I think, and then it should be fine. So yet you can't just have endless numbers of them. I think that's one of the issues, that you can just trade out with them against AA or against fighters, because you have more than per card than fighters have per card, which is like one of the biggest issues. And then the other thing being them maybe a bit too cost efficient. That's also something that can be dealt with. So I think people also just, like, a lot of people are just bad in playing against planes overall, and are like using this to like get rid of all airplay, and I think that's a bad idea. Like, airplay overall is one of the parts I enjoy the most in both Steel Division Normandy and Steel Division 2, and yeah, it would be a shame if you can't win with it anymore. Like, you can't play Koruk with Ju-87G D5s anymore, or something like that, which is clearly punishable because Ju-87s die to AA pretty easily. Ju-87s D5s also, you can kill off the fighters if you use them correctly because they're slow. And like if you use a combination of AA and planes, or you just roll forward with tanks because they can't deal with tanks either, you can just win that way. Because Ju-87 D5s can't target tanks anymore, which I think is a good change. Like, not being able to strafe tanks anymore is a good buff to tanks, which just got nerfed with the revision. So I think that's a fair thing, like nerfing planes that way, that you can only strafe soft targets and everything else needs to be either bombed or be hit by dedicated AA planes. Like, makes the job of dedicated AA planes more important. And AT planes, I mean. Dedicated AT planes, and also helps out tanks overall from not getting strafed and like forced back every time they move against you. Like, makes the investment more situational for divisions like Koruk, or like if you have a fighter like a Tempest, you can't just strafe the enemy these tanks anymore with that. I don't know if the threshold is the right one. Like, I think it should be higher. Like, they should still be able to strafe stuff like these half-tracks. I think it's 15 millimeters at the moment. Like, everything below 20 you can still strafe, which is like a BA-10 or so, which is good. I think it should be a bit higher. Like, you should be able to strafe everything up to like 40 millimeters of armor, I think, or like 35 millimeter. So that you can still strafe like half-tracks and armored cars. Because at least with any millimeter cannons. Like, yeah. Shaun is winning the game here right now, 15-9. No, armor does matter. BA-10s are not open, and you can strafe them because it's below 20 millimeter. It's not about open top. Maybe you can also strafe open top, but it's for sure armor matters at all as well. Like, and I think you can't strafe half-tracks, Mickey. I'm pretty sure you can't, even though they are open top. I think it's the threshold is 20 millimeter of armor that you can hit. I think you can hit half-tracks from the side though. Like, that's the way it works. No, it's really hard for them to make that the stress system work with HE well. Like, if you make them too stress resilient to HE, because I mean that's what planes basically do, so they do HE damage. So if you make them more resilient to plane strafing, you also make them more resilient to bombs. You make them all more resilient to IGs and so on, and then they are basically completely. Like, yeah, no, that wouldn't work out. Like, I don't think that there's a good, like, that's a mechanic limitation that they can't really fix without changing a lot of stuff, JBO. So no way that this however will work. It might work. Mother one moving forward, and the A moving forward. Because you would basically have to rework the whole stress and like HE stress system for that to work out. Or you would reduce also this, yeah, no. Off map from JKW coming in, but Shaun is winning this one. But like overall, I think people like the air meta is not really as strong as people give it say it is. I think like we saw so many games lately where people lost stuff to AA because you could see like they were like, yeah, oh yeah, people say AA doesn't do shit, and then they just run into it and everything just dies. It's so funny. Like AA is still pretty strong, and AA is for sure nowhere near useless, especially like stuff like Flak 43s and Flak 41s are amazing, and even 37mm are pretty decent, like the Soviet ones, which are still the weakest of the 37mm, like medium size AA pieces. Single 20mm are obviously not that strong, but even they can do okay in supporting your air efforts. But you have to use them with a combination of fighters or more AA, but mostly with a combination of fighters. So the enemy just loses dogfights because of the 20mm. And in the end, yeah, Shaun wins this game really clearly. It was a close early game, but JKW never found a solution for the North, and Shaun played it clean from there on out. And yeah, the KD in the end was just so one-sided because Shaun had the combined arms that continuously pushed onto JKW and won it that way. Well played by Shaun. And yeah, Shaun is... JKW now has to win the next game if he wants to stay safely in Division 1 next season. And Shaun has to win the next one if he wants to have a chance of moving on to the playoffs. So, will be still a really interesting game number 2. Let's move in there in 3 minutes. So let's do the 10 push-ups or Mr. Time to Collision. Oh, okay. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Oh, damn. Didn't put down the camera. Sorry, guys. Next time. But yeah. Before we return to the game, let's talk about how we all fund this and what Shaun is actually fighting about when he tries to get to the playoffs. Because that's the money up here. $227.68 are in the prize pool so far. And yeah, if you go to the playoffs, chances are you can get there and maybe get a couple of these bags. And yeah, you guys can make that more without even paying anything. Like, for example, using the code German to add another 50 cents to the prize pool. Or you can also contribute directly, like some lovely guys like Shaun himself or Jackal Rush or JBO did. But yeah, that's the way. Or getting yourself a lovely hoodie like this one. This lovely Matcherino hoodie that is just drying behind me right now. You can get yourself as well for 35 bucks. It's a lovely hoodie, and all the 35 bucks you pay into it go directly into a prize pool, which is pretty nice deal, I think. If you want to support the tournament, and at the same time want to get yourself a bit of clothes, because it's basically not just giving money directly, but also getting something for the money you give, and yeah. That's always nice, I think. But let's get away from the sellout. And let's return to the game. Because game number 2 between JKW and Shaun has JKW first time we see him in a long time on the allied side. Shaun on the other side, in blue on the left, stays flat balanced and plays 5th Cavalry Motorizata. While JKW goes to 2nd Blindé on Krupa. So let's see if his rush can work out. This is really interesting. Let's see what you guys believe about his chances of making it work. Will JKW be able to win it, or will Shaun keep his chances of the playoffs alive? Here we go. Motorizata versus 2nd Blindé. Vanguard versus Balanced on Krupa. So we all know that JKW has to do a push. And he does it up here, which is interesting. I also like this position for pushes. Most people prefer down here. But I think if you can push in here, it's way easier to defend. And way more annoying for the enemy. Like, pushing in here still has the enemy in a good defensive line back here, and you not having really anything that you can go from. Up here, you have all these buildings. You have a good forest up here that you can come in from back here and then push forward through. And like, yeah. Still the forest over here to help out against something coming down the road. And all of that really being helpful. In the middle is also always an option. But there, JKW only invests minimal efforts. That's in the south. He has a bit of stuff, but not much either. I actually see some M8s. That's interesting. Do they have 10 hit points now? Do the Scots have 10 hit points now as well? If so, they might be useful now. With a 50 cal and 10 hit points, These things might be useful. I guess they have 10 hit points now. As they're only costing 25 points. They might have 10 hit points. Even if not, for 25 points, getting a 50 cal and a 75mm HE is really helpful in dealing with infantry. That's for sure. And they're decently fast with 60 kilometers on the road as well. So M8 Scott might be absolutely worth it now. So let's see. North we have 3 Greyhounds, 3 Shermans, 1 Bofors, 2 Sappers, and 2 Voltigeers. 2 Voltigeers. So it will be interesting, as Shaun seems like he expects to push in the south. His forces in the north are really underwhelming so far. He is putting up a bit more now, but that's still way too little to deal with the forces of JKW there. So let's see if he can hold on to it, or if JKW will be able to push through. 10 hit points would be a regular medium tank, yeah. Heavy tanks like Tiger Plus have 12 hit points, and light tanks have 8, and armored cars have 6. So I would guess it still has 8 hit points, like a light tank. Like Stuarts and Co. Panzer IIs. Those all have 8 hit points. Mortiers. Simulator mortars. Only brothers. Interesting. No Regidas or anything like that. People believe still in Shaun though. Yes, yes. All the tank destroyers are 10 hit points now as well. Martyrs, Su-76s, all of those are 10 hit points now. Nashorns. They were 8 hit points before. And 57mm sitting around. Spurs, M8s, Voltigeers, Germans, Bofors. Let's see how this goes. This doesn't look like too strong of a defense in the north really for Shaun. I'm a bit worried for him there. This might not work out. This might not work out. And here we go. Let's see if JKW can keep himself safely in Division 1. If he can make this rush work, or if Shaun keeps his chances of the playoffs alive. He is for sure safe in next season of Division 1 with the win in game number 1. So he at least doesn't have to worry about that anymore. But obviously getting into the playoffs would be nice. Getting the chances of that staying alive. He would be tied with Karma. He would have to play a best of 1 against Karma. And JKW would have to play a best of 1 against Robert. About who gets relegated down to Division 2. So would be pretty bad for JKW, would be pretty nice for Shaun, but if JKW wins, both stay in Division 1 safely. With Robert being the big loser of it, basically. Getting forced into Division 2 without any chances of the last best of 1 trying to save it. Ooh, Shaun is actually going into the offensive over here, crossing the river, whilst getting pushed heavily in the north now. But he has Vojoris with PTRDs. Dealing with the M8s. I'm not a big fan of M8s, though now with 50 cals being buffed, they might be a bit better. And also the recon is helpful, obviously, now. Like, it's necessary. So that helps. Voltigeurs and Sappers unloading. Bofors also engaging. Radar getting engaged. But M8's down to only 1. Half track went down. Ooh, P38J will do a lot of damage. Yeah, these things are nasty. And the Sherman's moving forward. But Shaun got the flag in the south. And Shaun is pushing in here. Classic Shaun. Like when he realizes he's losing somewhere else, he's pushing and just tries to stay alive till the late game. Gets a Stuk, but a single Stuk might not be enough here. Maybe he shouldn't move in there with the single Stucky just yet. Those 3 Shermans are nasty. But they want to go deep, so yeah, this is dangerous territory now for Shaun. If he loses the Stuk in the north is for sure pretty much dead. Ooh, the Sherman over here, yeah, has to turn around. Has to help out against the VU Jors. And here Kalari moving forward. M8 gets the kill on one of the Jors. The infantry of JKW gets eliminated over here, as do the infantry units over here from him. 14-10 for Shaun again. Kalarisi engaging over here with sniper rifle. Really good recon units, 35, especially now for 35 points. Half track moving up. Trying to bait the Stuk into turning around, but not achieving that just yet. But Stuk is reloading. Okay, Stuk gets to reload though. Second Stuk coming out. Greta now engaging onto the Sherman. Will the Sherman see it? Yes, the Sherman sees it. Turns around now. Turns in time to show the frontal armor. Kills off the Greta. Gets transmission damage last second though. Couple of Panzer strikes coming up for Shaun. 14-10 for Shaun. Sherman coming around. He can kill off the northern push from JKW. He is in a really good spot. JKW bringing up Shermans over here, bringing up Shermans in the middle. Obviously these three flags are still really easy for him to get back, so that's only time right now bought for Shaun, who pushes in with some cruddy cherries and their sniper rifles. Voltageers coming in. First flag going back to JKW, 13-11 for Shaun. Maybe usual trying to push in. Next German coming up. More supers coming up for JKW as well. Ruggieri with the PDRD getting another kill. The other ones have to be careful. Getting against the Sherman. Getting pushed back. And an M1 gun coming up. But not really standing a chance against the Sherman. Yeah, not having any AT guns, any bigger AT guns is a bit of an issue here for Shaun. But his Stuks might be able to do the job. Ooh, Panzer Strike over here gets killed, but he has 3 more further Panzer Strikes. That's impressive. Kinda scary for JKW, who gets the 13-11 now with this flag again. Obviously 33 minutes is not the time he has to get up to 59. Grab maybe the flags on the south. There's not too much defense once he got rid of the infantry here, but he has obviously has to get rid of the infantry first. Engaging Cranicheries over here though, and melting them like there's no tomorrow. Cranicheries going down. Pioneer Kalari with their Panzerschreck though should be able to get the M8 killed. Yeah, get the M8 killed. But have to deal with the Shermans now. And the Shermans get the kill there. Now the Shermans could push over because there's nothing there with enough AT to kill them. Which is really bad news for Shaun in the south. Whilst the Stuks are moving forward. Panzerschrecks get the kill onto the Sherman over here. The Stuks can clean up house in the north. Shaun is again in a good spot. If not, he's in a lot of trouble. So that's where we're gonna stay right now. And the 2 Stuks do the job. And not moving any further right now. Vickers 75mm is helpful of dealing with the Shermans. 13-11 here for JKW. Roggiori's coming in over here. It's only because the of 50 cals. 50 cals, the 50 cals of vehicles now are on par with 50 cals. Normal 50 cals, so they're a bit more effective against dealing with infantry. But it's only for tanks with 50 cals. The only Shermans got a bit more damage. The rest only pins them more. It doesn't kill them faster. It actually kills them slower because of because infantry gets pinned down, then it gets the damage resilience of being pinned down. But yeah, 50 cals are now rather effective. Ooh, Stuk goes down. Number 1 goes down. Number 2 goes down. So this is really, really bad news for Shaun here. It was going down to a 9:15 now. Supers over here engaging the Cranicheries. Voltageers capturing the flag over here. And yeah, this is really, really bad news for Shaun. Sherman over here pushing in, grabbing the flag over here. Cranicheries not capturing the flag over here. 16-8 now for Shaun, even for JKW, even if he loses the flag over here. Vickers 75mm sitting around. Sherman moving in. Sherman moving forward. Burst. Getting Pioneer Kalari. Not getting the kill. Kalarizi over here should be able to get the kill there with the Panzerfaust, so that's good. For Shaun though. And yeah, JKW realizing it in time with his second tank. Most likely get out of range again. Yes, is able to do so. But that was good for Shaun. Also now has some Hotchkisses AA pieces, but without Veterancy, this is interesting. With Veterancy, these would kill the P-38 for sure. Without, it's way closer. Might not be able to do so. HS-129 now coming in the north with clusters. JKW back to 1410. Lose the 2 flags over here to the Granny Cherries. Not having the flag up here captured just yet. I don't know why he doesn't move up the Sherman. This Sherman is going down. P-38 coming around again. Bofors hitting the HS-129 as well. And the HS-129 might go down here. Should go down here with the P-38 coming around again. Even the Bofors might be able to get the kill. But yeah, the Sherman not grabbing the flag up there is a mistake by JKW. Also not pushing in the south, where he easily could push. That keeps on pushing over here with his Shermans, bringing in more voltages as well. His Sherman should move up here. Grab the flag. Help out against the Granite Cherries. 1410 is not enough for JKW here, I don't think. Another HS-129 coming in. For Shaun. That's a couple more Stuarts and Shermans coming in at the north. P-38 coming around. Voltageers moving forward as well. And HS-129 should be able to get the kill into this Sherman. P-38 coming around now. Not quite able to get the kill though. Well, actually quite far away from it, as it was really stressed out. So didn't hit really a lot there. Bofors number 2 comes around. P-38 should be careful in running behind that HS-129. Yeah, good call there by JKW to call it back. But he has to get another flag here, and he has to get it relatively soon. As we are in B phase now. Old G has no deal with the Granite Cherries, so his Sherman could capture this flag really easily in the north. Get him the 59 that he needs. Sherman over here moving in. Calaris and Granite Cherries dealing with the Voltageers. P-38 though coming in again with 2 450 kilogram bolts and puts an end to these Calarizi. Bofors coming up. Voltageers moving up here, and it's back to 59 for JKW as he gets the flag down here. And that's really good news for him. That's really good news for him. That's 12 minutes. That's till minute 22. Till Shaun is out of this game. Granite Cherries over here getting killed off. That's a 16-8. And one gun killing off the Hotchkiss. Another good kill there. Bofors coming up for Shaun. The burst against Rojoris. It's a burst throwing another HE, getting the kill on that one as well. And JKW is setting up a push in the south. Watt's also pushing in the center. This looks really good now for him. A lot of good kills lately. A lot of good kills. HS-129 now trying to come back in. But there's a Bofors now this time in the center. Another Sherman coming up for JKW as well. 16-8. Did he make it? Bofors now engaging onto HS-129. And stops it from dropping its bomb, most likely. It gets a couple of drops out. Gets killed off right after though. And doesn't deal enough damage to kill off the Sherman. So really not effective there for Shaun whatsoever. JKW comes in with another P-38, gets a kill on to another infantry unit here, and the 59 continues, and Shaun is in a world of hurt right now. JKW continues pushing. JKW moving forward. This game was really not won by air, man. 38 trying to strafe down the Breda. This game was won by Sherman's being strong and killing Stooks in the north. HS1-9 coming in again. If anything, the misinvestment into HS1-9s on the side of Shaun maybe cost him the game. Not the other way around. Like, P-38s are so expensive and such class cannons. Can kill him off relatively easily with fighters or AA. So the HS1-9s are expensive and Shaun doesn't have the front line for it. And his Stooks really underperformed there. Like, the Stooks letting him down in the north at the beginning of the end. Not the Regida coming in. P-38 getting forced back over here. 120mm OB coming in. M30. And JKW keeps up the pressure up to an 18-6 now. Jory's getting pinned down. And yeah, Shaun's units are down. P-38s, as I said, are class cannons. Like, they do a lot of damage, but they also only have bad resilience, so they get killed off quite easily as well. As they only have medium agility, so they take quite a long time to turn around as well. Even on, like, they actually have bad agility, like they have medium with 1-star veterancy. So they get killed off relatively easily if they ever have to turn above enemy AA. So it's really not a plane that I have any issues with, especially as it costs quite a lot. Both as fighter bomber and normal fighter. And goes down over here. But it did his job against the Regida. Force out here is out of position. Otherwise this P-38 fighter bomber would have been halfway pinned and not be able to drop its bombs. Push of JKW continues. 18-6 for JKW. And he's overrunning the south now. Yeah, really, the issue of not having good AT against Sherman is what's costing Shaun the game here. It's a 19-5 now. Kills the Sherman here with an IAR. But the IAR is going down afterwards. Shortly before the P-38 will most likely also go down. Against 0-star AA, that is. Well, they switched targets just in time for this to survive. P-38. Number 2 gets out as well. And it's a 21-3. And Shaun loses this. And with that, both guys stay in Division 1. JKW, with an amazing push on Krupa, keeps himself in Division 1 for next season. And have Robert, for his first time since he's playing in the league, will drop out of Division 1. Will have to fight his way back next season from Division 2. GGVP to JKW, showing a nice game here, showing a nice game overall in this season, giving us a lot of interesting games to watch, like his games against Grey Fox, his games against Karma, all were pretty nice to watch. And yeah, I'm happy to have him in here, and I'm happy to see both of these guys next season once more. They both will not be in the playoffs, so we will have to wait again for a bit till we see them again. But it was a nice last show off from both of these for this season. So yeah, GGVP there to JKW. And yeah, let's have a look. I have 40 more minutes. Do you have any short games that I could cast? But I don't think I can cast the whole series, so I will just play a game, guys, now. Yeah, just will play a ranked game. Oh, fast game. Dreyfus, okay. Oh, that's the guy who always rages when you beat him. Isn't it? What? Oh. Oh.
Ваша карета вас ждет, товарищ. Доставлю вас туда в долю секунды. Доложить нечего. Доставлю вас туда в долю секунды. Товарищ командир. Подбросить? Выпущу вас там. Такси готово. Выпущу вас там.
Okay.
Товарищ. Да, товарищ. Подбросить? Доставлю вас туда в долю секунды. Готов переводить?
Okay. Some more biggie rocks.
Да?
And one dash on Nikki. We'll go in here.
Доставлю вас туда в долю секунды.
And then we need AA.
Товарищ командир, выпущу вас там. Да?
Or maybe we smoke off map here. Yeah, we smoke off map here. Trying to push over here.
Ваша карета вас ждет, товарищ. Да? Выпущу вас там.
Okay.
Доложить нечего. Доставлю вас туда в
You
долю
there?
секунды. Подбросить?
Get you there. Then maybe
Выпущу
move
вас
in over
там.
there. That would be nice. Okay.
Ваше приказание, товарищ.
Okay.
Готов переводить? Да, товарищ. Выпущу вас там. Готов,
Okay,
товарищ.
that should work out.
Да, товарищ.
Okay. Let's.
Куда мы направляемся? Доложить нечего.
Let's change these. Let's.
Выпущу вас там.
Okay. Just at U2 over here. Let's see how it goes. Oof.
Ваша карета вас ждет, товарищ. Готов, товарищ. Поторопитесь.
Okay.
Мне отсюда все отлично видно. Осторожнее, враг рядом. Ворошиловский стрелок. Дай ко мне бинокль.
Okay.
Вперед! И снаряжение не забудьте! Ваши приказания?
Stop this push.
Меня попали.
Going over here.
Готов, товарищ. Как там с ПВО противника? Меня попали. Да, товарищ.
Okay.
Отделение ждет команды.
Еду.
Так точно.
What the fuck?
Санитар!
Жду приказов.
Okay. AA piece. Infantry in over here.
Слышу вас хорошо. Готовьтесь. Мы выезжаем. На позиции.
And over there. Oh, that's a tiger. Okay.
На позиции.
Санитар!
Fuck me.
Готовьтесь. Мы выезжаем. Ищу цели.
Так точно.
Молодец, наводчик. Наготове. Готов, товарищ.
What the fuck? Oh, that's unlucky.
Да, товарищ.
Санитар!
run.
Вижу противника.
Okay, moving. There.
Танк готов.
Санитар! Отступаем!
Подбросить. Мы
Over
сделаем
there.
все возможное, товарищ. Мне отсюда все отлично видно.
Okay.
Управление, я готов к атаке. Слышу вас хорошо. смерти уже в пути. Смерть с высоты. Черт побери, я сухой. Лечу обратно.
Okay.
Управление.
Okay, he has
Я
a back
готов
there.
к атаке.
Good to know.
Плотный огонь на 3 часа. Уже в пути, управление. Принято. Я еще вернусь. Оружие заряжено.
Okay.
Заметил противника. Наготове. Ну, укажите цель. Уже в пути, управление.
Okay.
Молодец, наводчик.
Взвод построен и ждет приказа.
Okay.
Товарищ командир. Готов переводить. Доставлю вас туда в доли секунды. Просто укажите цель.
Разговорчики в строю. Вижу противника.
Это Сергей. Цель замечена. Все наружу. Ваша карета вас ждет, товарищ. Отступаем.
Okay,
Медленно.
he has back.
Меньше цель. Меньше
These
промах.
guys in.
Просто укажите цель. Следим за небом. Топливо на исходе. Ангелы смерти уже в пути. Отступайте, но держитесь лицом к пуску.
Get you out of there.
Готов для охоты за трофеем. Слушай-ка.
Oh, that's another tiger. Okay.
Так точно.
Нужна артподдержка. Лечу домой. Есть для нас цель, товарищ.
Okay.
Готов переводить. В нас попали.
Tigers are a problem.
Готовы к салюту. Это Сергей. Цель замечена. Понял. Есть. Надеюсь, мы поймаем тигра. Готов, товарищ. Доставлю вас туда в доли секунды.
Приготовиться к бою.
Эскадрилья готова.
Стрелки готовы. Санитар!
Okay.
Они отстреливаются. Назад. Подвигайтесь к девочку. Черт побери. Я сухой. Ищу обратно. Бомбардировщик готов.
The tigers are an issue.
Готов, товарищ.
Don't really have anything to deal with them on a river map.
сторон! Сбрасываю яйца! Уже в пути, управление! Это... Это Сергей, цель
Yeah, that
замечена.
was down. Yeah.
Бычий глаз! Жду приказов. Здесь и увидите.
Use these guys. Kill a bit. Ah, shit.
Товарищ? Черт побери, я сухой. Лечу обратно. Я еще вернусь. Вижу цель на 12. Да. Хорошее попадание. Орудие проверено и заряжено. Атакую цель. К полету готов.
That's a dead for the wolf, yeah.
Отделение ждет команды.
Молодец, наводчик.
Oh, fuck, I need to push with smoke off map over here. That needs to get close enough. I didn't use my smoke off map even closely in soon enough.
Понял, уже в
Okay,
пути.
you can't do shit against that. Okay.
Атакуя. Принято. В нас попали. Жду приказов.
Okay.
Санитар! Я больше не могу.
Слышал, у вас проблема с жуками, товарищ? К полету готов. Понял вас, 211. Принято.
Shit. Tiger's still alive.
Отступаем.
You
Ваше
bastard.
приказание, товарищ. Мы под огнем. Приземлил его.
Да, товарищ капитан.
Товарищ командир.
Kameraden, Waffen niederlegen!
Я тут команда. Плотный огонь на 3 часа.
Might get the kill.
Как ему?
Nice. Take you home.
Эскадрилья готова. Вижу цель на 12. Товарищ командир. Готов переводить. Доставлю вас туда в долю секунды.
Okay.
Еще один готов. Мы готовы. Мы сделаем все возможное, товарищ.
Get you down there.
Да? Готов взрывать танки, товарищ. Бросайте машину. Глаз в небе. Слышу вас громко и четко.
Okay.
Впереди противник. Готовьтесь к встрече. Сбрасываю яйца. Прерываю задание. Управляйте. Товарищ командир. Управление!
Oh,
Я
come on.
готов к атаке! Сбрасывать яйца! Понял. Меняю позицию. Отбой. Сматываю удочки. Слышу, у вас проблема с жуками, товарищ. Надеюсь, мы поймаем тигра. Да, товарищ. Прерываю задание.
Okay.
Лобный огонь на 3 часа. Это Сергей. Цель замечена.
AT stands.
В нас попали.
Get over here. Get over here.
Так точно.
Get over here. Get Spellwagen.
В нас попали.
Panzer 4. Next Panzer 4. Nice. Ah, fuck. Break, go down, please. Okay, bail out there.
Меньше промах. Готовьтесь. Мы выезжаем. Жду приказов.
Okay.
Слышу вас хорошо.
Take tank. Get another assist 2 in here. Together with 2 OBs.
Осторожнее. Враг рядом.
Okay.
Есть для
You
нас
guys move
цель,
forward as
товарищ.
well.
Молодец, наводчик.
Oh shit.
Чёртова американская авиация. Хочет работать.
Вставай, страна огромная.
Все наружу. Доставлю вас туда в долю секунды. Хорошее попадание.
Bit late for the 15-9 right now.
Иду обратно. Они покойники.
Отделение ждет команды.
Есть два типа пилотов. Охотники и добыча. Сгорит. Прерываю задание. Порезали на кусочки. Сгорит.
Assist 2 goes down. Okay.
Прямое
Maybe he should go down
попадание.
as well though.
Готов, товарищ. На позиции. Понял,
Come on, get out of there.
я уже в пути. Глаз в небе. Приказ ясен. Вперед. Еще один готов.
Shit ton of health tracks. Nice. Turret side is nice. Nice, it's down. Pop this down. L4. These DGs. Of course, look this down.
Попробуй вкус стали. Хорошее попадание.
Okay.
Слышу вас хорошо.
Okay. There's still AA there. Okay, good to know.
У меня бьют со всех сторон.
Get you guys over there as well.
Стрелки
You
готовы.
guys over there as well. Get the smoke.
Готовьтесь. Мы выезжаем. Такси готово.
Need some 34s back here. Need some of the in here.
Наготове. Я быстрее.
Okay, that's a lot of different
Готов,
Nickies.
товарищ.
Get you over here.
Выдвигаюсь.
We try to get you in there.
Выпущу
That would be
вас
lovely.
сам. Я
Okay.
быстрее.
17.7. 18.6 was obviously be absolutely great.
Да?
Too many dash on Nikis here right now. Yeah. Okay. Anti-air. Oh. Get up, get up, get up, get up. So Nikki's getting there. Check. Anti-air. German. Hey. 34. Smoke off this territory. Once more. Nice. 18.6. Here we go.
Принято. Есть новости?
Get you back there.
Специфики.
Stay back there.
Слышу вас
Behind
хорошо.
this. No, 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 no. Stay back there. Stay back there. Stay back there. Thanks. I need to hold this. Get you out. Nice. Get you out. Get you in. Nice, 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 nice.
Слышу, у вас
Ah,
проблема
77.
с звуками,
Okay.
товарищ.
Fair enough. Anti-tank. One in here.
Видите противника.
Tank.
Готовьтесь к
One
встрече.
in here. Oh no, actually one up here.
Прерываю задание. Понял,
Get you back
командир.
home. Get you back home.
Товарищ командир.
APs engage.
Сматываю
Ah shit,
узкие.
yeah, when B goes down. Okay, he has too much AA now. 9 minutes. Shit. Will be hard.
Это Сергей. Цель замечена. Танк готов.
Maybe we can grab this flag for a while.
Осторожнее, враг рядом. Мы под огнем.
25 goes down.
Готов открыть огонь, товарищ. Принято.
Сделали их! Ваши приказания? Борис, ложись! Вперед, хлопцы!
Чёртова американская радиостанция не хочет работать. Вперед! Черт побери!
Nice. Get home, get home, get home.
Лечу обратно.
Get away, get away, get away.
Осторожнее, враг рядом.
Зацепили! Прикончили гадов! Глядеть в оба!
Get back, get back.
Мы сделаем все возможное, товарищ. Эта война закончится к Новому году.
Ah shit. Okay. Gotta survive that. Then we get one more shot out, and then we get back, get back, get back.
Отступаем.
Now, shit, he can retaliate one more time. Shit.
Я больше не могу!
He's in there.
Доложить нечего.
Okay.
Да, товарищ. Хорошее
Get you up
попадание.
there. Get you back here.
А Берлин, товарищи! Мы под огнем! Сбрасывать яйца! Головы прикиньте, черт побери!
That fucker should go down.
Я готов к атаке! Уже в пути, управление!
Oh wow.
Орудия заряжены и готовы.
Yeah, we got the fucker wolf.
Меня бьют со всех сторон!
Да, товарищ капитан!
Черт побери!
And 18.6 for a couple of seconds only would be already really nice.
Эскадрилья готова! Я
You're around here. So you just only grab that flag. Okay. No, obviously. Get you out there as well. Nice, 18-6, 2 minutes something. Nice, we got that kill. Bit of infantry in here. Okay, good. Out here, guys. Get out of here. Alias, get over here.
Приготовиться к бою.
Fire drill. Okay.
Назад! Назад!
No. Just keep you around the corner.
Мне отсюда все отлично видно. Цель захвачена.
Молодец, Налойчик.
18-6 continues. 2 minutes something.
Слышал, у вас проблема с жуками, товарищ?
Понял. Небольшой отбой.
Armored units.
Молодец, Налойчик.
Ваши приказания.
Отступайте.
Get these things behind. Get you guys out of line of sight. Shit.
Бычий глаз! Бомбардировщик готов. Ничто не выживет.
7. Okay. In 8. Okay. Got it back in. Get back in there. Nice. Get back in there.
Орудия заряжены и готовы.
Зацепили!
К полету готов.
Санитар!
Nice. 17-7 it is again.
Жду ваших приказов, товарищ капитан.
18-6, 18-6, 18-6. Let's get this. Let's get these.
Черт побери. Я в бой. Иду обратно. Слышал, у вас проблема
18-6 we have.
товарищ.
Flag.
Не попали. Не попали.
Молодец, Налойчик.
18-6 it is. Get you home.
Понял, 115-й. Я уже в пути.
Да, товарищ.
Okay, T over here. Doesn't really play a role.
Тормози. Приказ
Ага.
вести огонь на поражение.
28
Мы под
seconds.
огнем.
Okay.
Ваше приказание, товарищ.
Да, товарищ капитан.
Расцветали яблони и груши, поплыли туману над рекой.
Okay.
Выходила на берег Катюша.
Gunmetal Sook, you always get banned for your spamming, don't you? Okay. Got him. Got him. That push was nice. That push was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Whew. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support in the chat. And yeah, GGVP. We got him. We got him. That was fun. Like that smoke push. Whew. It was tight. And then we also got him on the left side once more. That was a lot of fun of it. So yeah. But guys, this is where I end my stream for today. Gotta do stuff IRL now. So we'll raid someone, and I think this someone will be El Bowser. Yeah, El Bowser is streaming. So we will raid that guy. And if you're new to the channel, consider giving it a follow, so you're getting notified when we're live next time with casting or playing Steel Division. And till then, stay positive, guys. See you guys around. Go over to Mr. El Bowser and give him some hype. See ya, Gunmetal. That game was fun. That game was actually really fun.